Extraordinary, life-giving God, who breathed into being stars and planets, ants and elephants, these friends we will name and us. We thank you that you draw us to worship you. For us, still so inconsistently. For them, now perfectly, in the majesty of your presence. And we name and remember these your loved children. Stuart Arthur Armitage. Jerry Leeds Barlow. Barbara Blake. John Franklin Brentham. Donald Bridle. Alan William Butler. Alistair Campbell. Anthony Robert Cross. Peter Brendel Crowhurst. Cynthia Dartswell. David William Dowling.
God of welcome, who reaches out to the broken and the self-sufficient, the searching and the wary, the bold and the timid, and sends us to do the same. We thank you for the places which were enriched by the presence of these friends, for the ways in which you sent them out with open hands and undefended hearts, and for the lives they touched. And we name and remember these, your loved children. Bill Friel, Ralph Gower, Cyril Grant, Bob Green, Jeffrey Howard Groves, John Jeffrey Hart, Alan Hellawell, Grace Monica Howard, Elsie Marie Howell, Rick Hughes, Frida Kennedy,
God of sacrifice, who walked surrounded yet alone the path to Calvary, we thank you for the times when these friends have willingly laid down their lives in service of others, for help given practically, for time given freely, for love expressed generously, and we ask that you would re-energize us to do the same. And we name and remember these your loved children. Rosemary Julia Marion Kidd, Trevor Frank King, Steve Foster Latham, Viv George Lewis, William John Lewis, Wei Lan Lu, Steve John Lomas, Avril Lowe, Carol Deirdre Joy McCarthy, John Ivian Morgan Wynne, Joyce Kathleen Mudd, Edward Nathaniel Owen.
God of infinite hospitality, who washed the feet of the one you knew would betray you, the one you saw would deny you, and those who would abandon you, encompassing each of one of them in the circle of your love. And drawing them in, you beckon us to embrace the easy and the challenging, the similar and the different, each one welcome and cherished in your family. We thank you for ways. These friends loved outrageously and inclusively, and we name and remember these your loved children. Barbara Mary Prosser, Joseph John Roberts, Colin Thomas Rogers, Peter Lawrence Sampson, Beryl Olive Secret, Tony Smith, Mike Smith, Richard Alfred Saw, Will Stanbury, Clifford Hayden Story, Andrew Martin Taylor.
God who loves to speak, we think with gratitude of those whose words have touched us. We marvel that you choose ordinary things and people, including us, to express the glory of who you are, and to be and to speak your good news. We thank you for each time that the words and lives of these friends we remember have reached others with love, healing, and challenge. And we name and remember these your loved children. John Tugwell, Carol Turner, Frank Stanley Vaughan, Barry Gordon Vendy, Shirley Elizabeth Whitehead, Albert John Williams, John Richard Williams, David Glyn Wilson, Hilda Wyatt, J. Cecil Young, Bob Howie Younger. Every name, every life, engraved in your hands, handcrafted in your book. Our names, our lives, engraved in your hands, handcrafted in your book, as your loved children. We give you thanks. Amen.
A reading from John chapter 15. Jesus said, "I am the true vine, and my Father is the vine grower.
He removes every branch in me that bears no fruit. Every branch that bears fruit he prunes to make it bear more fruit."
You have already been cleansed by the word that I have spoken to you. Abide in me as I abide in you.
Just as the branch cannot bear fruit by itself unless it abides in the vine, neither can you unless you abide in me.
I am the vine, you are the branches. Those who abide in me and I in them bear much fruit, because apart from me you can do nothing.
Whoever does not abide in me is thrown away like a branch and withers. Such branches are gathered and thrown to the fire and burned.
If you abide in me and my words abide in you, ask whatever you wish and it will be done for you.
My Father is glorified by this, that you bear much fruit and become my disciples. As the Father has loved me, so I have loved you. Abide in my love.
If you keep my commandments, you will abide in my love, just as I have kept my Father's commandments and abide in his love.
I have said these things to you, so that my joy may be in you, and that your joy may be complete.
This is my commandment, that you love one another as I have loved you. No one has greater love than this, and to lay down one's life for one's friends.
You are my friends if you do what I command you.
I do not call you servants any longer, because the servant does not know what the master is doing. But I have called you friends, because I have made known to you everything that I have heard from my Father.
You did not choose me, but I chose you, and I appointed you to go and bear fruit, fruit that will last, so that the Father will give you whatever you ask him in my name.
I am giving you these commands so that you may love one another.